The much-awaited Magnus Carlsen Chess Tour Finals has lived up to the expectations of the chess world. 6 sets into the title clash, and there's very little to separate between the two players. Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura, two of the finest speed chess players in the game. And what we have seen so far is that Magnus Carlsen has once again made his customary comeback after trailing by 1. And in set 6, he did exactly what the majority of the chess players expected, and he did exactly that. He bounced back for the 3rd time in 6 days. So the score stands at 3-3, and tomorrow the final set of the best of 7 clash begins. So just what the people wanted, and of course this has added to the interest. Even a lot of players who don't normally follow online chess are getting together, and they're watching it in groups, and the viewership has gone through the roof, as they say. So a lot of interest, a lot of drama expected, and yesterday too, it wasn't without its share of drama, but of completely different nature. Magnus Carlsen revealed later, after winning the set, that he wasn't feeling up to it because of the pain that he suffered. There was a side strain that he experienced just about half an hour before the start of the set, when he decided to go for a swim, and that's where he said that he was just taking a run before getting into the ocean, and he felt something, and thereafter, I mean, the world could see that even when the match started, he was in pain. He was shifting positions and really didn't look very comfortable. And his expressions and the way his body language normally is visible to the people, that revealed that all wasn't well. And but then give credit to Magnus Carlsen, because he didn't let this acute discomfort take away anything from his focus. And that was visible in the first game itself, because in game 1, remember, he just needed to win this set, otherwise it would have been all over in set 6 itself. He needed to win. He started off well, and what he did yesterday was something that we haven't seen so far on the tour. He just gave up 2 pawns from the white side, just for getting his pieces into positions from where he could attack the black king. Well, these 2 sacrifices of this double sacrifice of pawns didn't quite look justified at that point. But then this is Magnus Carlsen for you. He just knew what he had to do. He went on to sacrifice a knight to just break open the castled king of Nakamura. Of course, the king was in severe danger at that point. Remember, Magnus Carlsen is now getting materially less and less on the board. He doesn't have so many resources, but that was just the plan. I mean, he knew that he didn't need these resources, so he just sacrificed them. And then whatever that he had a bishop and a rook, and he went on to weave a checkmating net, and Nakamura's king had no escape. But before the end came, there was a little hope for Nakamura, but then he couldn't see it, in time, because both players were under severe time pressure. And Nakamura then went deeper into thought, and then he had less time, and he couldn't find this escape, and it was difficult for him to survive this game. So game 1 went to Magnus Carlsen, just what he needed to start the best of 4 rapid games. In the second, again, it was an equal position. Both players were still trying to probe, and Carlsen almost decided to score a self-goal. I mean, not exactly. He didn't lose the game, but what he did was he just tried to take his king for a walk, and suddenly the position, at least the computer analysis showed that he was in serious danger of probably losing the game. But then Nakamura, again under time pressure, there was a time when he could have possibly done something about it and put more pressure on Magnus. He missed that one opportunity, and then it was Carlsen who escaped to a draw. So victory in the first game in great style, sacrificing pieces, giving away material, and then in the second, a narrow escape. But thereafter, game three was a short draw, and for somebody who's in pain, this was a welcome result. So he decided to draw this game, and that left the stage at 2-1. So at 2-1, it was Nakamura who faced a must-win situation, and Carlsen was playing black, and Carlsen was solid today. He ensured that there were absolutely no room for any kind of comfort, or he didn't give any liberty to Nakamura. He just played solidly, and Nakamura, even after move 30, didn't get any great advantage from white pieces. Then he decided to become a little adventurous and paid the price. Very soon, Carlsen saw an opportunity to checkmate the White King, and Nakamura, realizing that there was nothing that he could do because a draw or a loss meant the same result for him, so he resigned. So the result showed 3-1, could have been 2.5, 2.5, 1.5, but then that wouldn't have stopped Carlsen's passage into the decider. So it was a result which was a very fair result. And considering the physical condition of Magnus Carlsen, is a huge psychological boost to him. And Nakamura could have closed the set and the match and the tournament yesterday itself. But then yesterday he didn't just get any chances from a wounded opponent who was really sharp yesterday. So overall, 3 sets all, just what the crowd wanted. So what can we expect in the final set? Well, so far there's been a trend. So before looking forward, just look at the trend that has brought us to this stage. The players have won alternate sets, like Nakamura has won set 1, 3 and 5, all the odd number sets, and Carlsen has leveled the match by winning 2, 4 and 6. The second interesting trend is that the player who makes the first move on a particular day goes on to win that set. So tomorrow it's Nakamura's turn to make the first move. He plays the first game with white. And also, at the end of each set, Carlsen has never led and Nakamura has never trailed. So again, the pointers have been in favor of Nakamura, but then expect Carlsen to change the script. He has always done it just when people thought that he looked weak. His reputation was at stake. He wasn't looking physically in great shape. Plus this injury that he suffered before the 6th set, all have added. But probably this has made him even more stronger. His resolve really looks steel now. Physically, he's obviously not in great shape. He looks tired, yes, because they've been playing for so long, both these players. Nakamura is arguably in a far better shape physically. He's confident, so don't write off his chances. He knows the importance of this particular match. Why we are saying why this particular clash is so important, because of the fact that it has huge following. It is the richest online tournament in the history of chess. $300,000 at stake. The winner getting 140,000. The runner-up will get $80,000. So this, even in terms of money, remember, chess doesn't offer a great amount of money when you compare it to some of the other individual sports in the world, but this difference of $60,000 between the first and the second is quite sizable, and that too in these times of COVID, no sporting action otherwise, but this is the time when you actually want to put your hands together and acknowledge the effort of those who have put together this tour, $1 million tour, and that too Magnus Carlsen's signature event. No matter who wins, we are going to see the title getting decided. Just what the chess fraternity wanted. They wanted all 7 sets to be played, and this is where we are. The 7th set is about to roll, and I'll be back with the final result and a little more. Thank you for watching.